Welcome back, everyone, to episode 68 of the Three Dudes Podcast. Three hosts on the screen or in your ears, no matter what you're doing. Somehow you're listening to us. Easton Bennett over here, Liam jiggling the cup on the middle, Broden doing some sort of broken wrist wave.
Waving
You look like
a French man.
Lamar from Revenge of the Nerds. L-A-M, the A and the A. The man on the mic that they call Lamar. He's got like a limp wrist while he's throwing the javelin.
I was kind of thinking more the butler from Scary Movie too.
Oh gosh, he's digging his hand in some mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that one? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me use my good hand.
Yeah.
My strong hand.
We are filming the day after we filmed the last episode. So this episode's about
Back
a week.
to back.
Week and a half out. Yep.
Back to
Right now, as this is coming out, I just got back from Vegas. Really good trip. Went and saw the Golden Knights game. It's awesome.
They won $7,000 on craps.
They won 5-2. Nate Bargatze was great. Went to the win. Went to his stand-up special. That was really good. Won actually quite a bit of money on craps. I think $870 around there. And yeah, it was a good time. It's a good time.
Just remember, if you win more than $5,000, you have to split it with me and Barchi.
I think you have to be in the city to do
No.
that. No?
No.
That's an extend back to, yeah. That is a good thing when you go to Vegas. Always pick a denomination with whoever you're with. That if we hit this over a certain amount on a slot machine, it's always got to be like a slot machine.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing craps and
like
I roll
a one-time win.
Well, last year when
you're
we were
working for it.
Last year when we were in Vegas and I won $2,500 at the craps table.
That was over the course of 4 hours.
Immediately, Rudy was like, "So you won over? Like, do we split that?" And I'm like, "Hell no,
Absolutely not."
That is really smart. If you're with 4 or 5 people and you win like $5,000 or more, then you say the winner, whoever won it, gets 50%, and the other 50% is split up between the rest of the group.
Yeah, and you got to have everyone agree to it, and everyone should agree to it because really you're just widening your chances of winning. You know, you would be pissed if you're the guy that hits it though.
Yeah,
depends.
$5,000, you're like, fuck me.
Yeah, but then if you hit for like $20,000, you're like, this isn't so bad.
I think it almost makes it worse.
Yeah, no.
How are you? If I hit for $20,000, I'll give you like a couple.
I think it starts here where it's really shitty, or where it's really not that bad if you hit like 2,500. It's really shitty when you get to like 10, 20K, and then you get to like 500 to $1 million. You're like, whatever.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Once you hit that.
Yeah.
Give it up.
At what point would you not care to split it? Where you'd be happy to split it?
I'd be happy to split it probably at
$20,000. 25. I'll say 25.
Dude.
But even 10K, it's like 10K is awesome, but it's like it's 10K.
Well, and then you're already giving like a third of that back to the government?
Yeah. And another third back to the casino.
You do?
Well, I'm want to keep playing.
Oh yeah. I was wondering, what do you
What's the first thing you buy?
Can't you take all that home? Do they tax it?
If it's a hand pay, they make you fill out the tax form right there.
Anything over $1,200, you get taxed.
Really?
Yeah, that's why Barch he hit 7 or 8 out of 9 on Keno, 25-cent bet, and won $11.99 or something crazy. It was right below the threshold, was it not?
Yeah, because it was a 50-cent bet, so the win was $1,200, but it was $12.99.50.
Yeah. So did he didn't need a hand pay for that then, because hand pays are over $1,200.
Right. He missed it by like 50 cents because of the denomination of his bet.
At 4 in the morning, 25-cent bet.
It was awesome.
My dad was pissed because usually when my dad plays, he does $1.25 a spin on that game all the time.
Yeah.
And it was 4 in the morning, so Barch is just trying to eat up time doing 25 cents a spin and hits it. God. So it would have been $5,000. Yeah.
We had some good luck on the Keno.
I would have got a piece of that.
I hit 2 6 out of 7s, but 6 out of 7 is not nearly as much as 8 out of 9.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's like $100, but
you ever played that, Liam, before?
I don't think so. No.
There's 80 numbers.
Yeah,
and then they just drop balls down. It goes ding 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 ding, and it's just a random balls, and you get a pick up to 10 numbers, and however many numbers the balls hit, that's what you get paid out.
And then do you get more picks, higher denomination?
Nope, it's 10 no matter what. If you're playing 25 cents, it's $5. It's 10.
Okay.
Yeah. So like the more you pick and the more you hit, the more you get paid.
Yeah.
You could pick 3 numbers, and then if you hit 2, it's just not going to pay as much.
It only pays like $1.
Yeah. But it is like crack cocaine when you're looking at the screen. Oh yeah, you got a little stuff on your chin. It's like crack cocaine when you're looking at the screen and you're waiting for the noise to hit your ball. It's like ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, and it just changes a slight little
It's a
pitch.
higher pitch. Yeah.
And then the last one is the multiplier. If you hit the last ball, it's times 4.
That's if you're playing power Keno, not
Yeah.
old school Keno.
Yeah. And it goes.
Only
I
power
would be
Keno
addicted.
or
Yeah.
regular
That sounds
Keno.
awesome.
It's
never.
for old people. Yeah, you go sit there and
That sounds great. I would sip pitch black coffee and play Keno
Yep.
for probably 7
smoke a
hours.
cigarette for 8 hours straight.
Sign
Cigarettes
me up.
mandatory. I think it helps you win.
It's sure
I
good.
think you could be right, dude.
Yeah.
I think there's in certain scenarios there is good juju with smoking a cigarette. There's just there is a time and a place for a cigarette.
Yep.
War.
Go on.
Just war.
Oh, I
Good
thought you
luck.
said or.
No, war.
Oh,
I thought you said
Yeah.
or too, but yeah, the
Or.
Lucky
Like
Dart.
the card game.
That's how Lucky Dart
oh,
started.
that. I thought you meant trench warfare.
Yeah, I thought I was
I
sitting in
said,
a
I
trench.
said, yeah,
Yeah.
I would probably smoke a pack every 20 minutes if I was in a trench.
All right, let's get into this week's episode. We're going to be talking about inventors and inventions. I don't know how this topic came to me, but I was like, God, what are we going to do? Because that's the hardest part about these episodes. What are we going to
Every
talk
time,
about?
yeah.
And it just came to me. I was like, let's do inventions.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really like
I
that.
didn't enjoy it a little bit. So
Good, because
Yeah.
I love, I think innovation's sick.
Yeah.
Like what is the saying? Like innovation is
don't
creativity is the or necessity is like the birth of
Christ.
innovation or something like that.
Yeah.
It's something along
It's ringing
those
a bell,
lines.
but yeah, I
it's
don't know.
it's right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I always heard don't shit where you eat. Was another saying.
Yeah.
I always heard shit in one hand and hope in the other. See which one fills up faster.
Yep. So we're going to be talking about some of the famous inventors, and then at the very end we'll kind of rip through some inventions. If you guys have some inventions of your own you want to talk about, we can.
I do. I have one I can't say them on the podcast. I'm going to steal them.
Yep.
And then I'll be broke. But I
Just
have
the
I
thought
have,
of having them
man,
makes you rich.
do I have a story for you?
Oh man.
Please enlighten us.
I'll do it right now. Okay, so I'm telling the story as I heard it. I mean, there's no harm in anything that I'm saying right now. Anyway, a coworker was telling me about this concrete driver that works for whoever. He drives truck for him, and he has Asperger's or something. He's got a little something going on.
Yeah.
And he has a pocketbook, like, let's say yay big,
Yep.
full.
Big pocket.
Full. Well, he doesn't keep it in his pocket.
Oh.
He keeps it. He wears coveralls and he keeps it in the chest, right here in his coveralls. It's never away from him. And
For those of you listening, Liam made the movement of a 11 by 8.5 sheet of paper, that
Yeah.
size of a pocketbook.
Yeah.
So he's got a notebook.
think of half a sheet of paper.
Okay.
So, and he keeps it right in his chest pocket so no one can access it except him. And
That's what gangsters do.
exactly. One of the guys that was getting the concrete poured for him one day asked him, they're like, what's up with that? And he said, it's my invention book. It's like my idea book. It's like all the inventions I have. And I think my boss is stealing them from me.
No way.
Yeah, dude, this guy is fully convinced and believes that his boss has a vendetta out for his inventions, and he thinks that his boss is stealing his ideas for these inventions.
It's his.
Yes, dude, it's like it's crazy, and like I don't think he'll show anybody or anything, but he's got like he's apparently got this book full of inventions and ideas, and he swears his boss is stealing these from him.
How does he think his boss is getting them?
Don't know. No
Like,
idea.
he's like-
Secret camera inside
Yeah.
the
He's
truck.
like pickpocketing it in his coverall, or maybe he's just then resorted to the coveralls. Are they overalls or coveralls? Whatever, doesn't matter to the story.
matter.
But he is pickpocketing him when he's not looking, which is a hard place to not look.
Exactly. Could be. I don't know.
Yeah, right in front of you.
Yeah.
The front of your back, yeah.
It's tough to miss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude.
I thought someone told me that story and like,
I'd love to get my hands on that book.
I wonder what's in there. Dude, I wonder what's
I'm gonna
in
just ask his boss.
there. He knows.
Yeah. I like the idea of carrying around a little notebook.
Yeah, my brother does it sometimes. Or I think he does it a lot. It's just like I think they're called like it's like a book of like field notes or
Field
something
notes,
like that. Yeah, and you just write whatever.
Yeah.
It's a little diary.
Yeah.
But
Which is cool. Like, and like, in a sense, I think it's really cool to, like, if something happens to you or you think a certain way and then you jot it down and then you come back to it later on, it kind of allows you to reflect and, like, learn from that moment as well. Like, how did I feel in that moment? Why was I thinking this?
The problem I have with that, writing it down, if I don't write it down in depth, thoroughly,
Yeah.
if I would just do like bullet points, I'll read it back and think,
What was I talking about?
Was I even thinking right now? I was like, I have no idea what this means.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, it's got to be like 2 pages explaining a full concept and idea. But yeah, I like the idea of some field notes.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking today, we were filming a business podcast, and not that I'm going to pull out field notes on a podcast and start writing them down, but he was talking and I had this idea for a movie, like a short film. And in my head, I just completely like blanked what he was saying. So I was out of the conversation after that because I needed to remember this idea.
Yeah.
And then it got to when he stopped talking, that point, and I was just kind of looking around a bit and just looked at my notes and asked the next question because I had no idea how to follow up the conversation.
Yeah.
It's like, I need to remember this. I did.
Just totally disregarded your buddy.
Yeah, which is okay. He understood.
Greater good.
He's a filmmaker as well, so he understands. One guy that I promise you has some field notes is Leonardo da Vinci, and that's going to be the first guy up on our inventors list.
Sick.
You guys.
I'm familiar.
You familiar with old Da Vinci?
Yeah.
Do you know he didn't only invent things? He was kind of a jack of all trades, master of all trades.
He like predicted the helicopter, didn't he?
Predicted it, as in, like, said it was going to happen.
Yeah, but he like had
he had a glider,
or an early prototype.
Yeah. So so he's renowned for painting the Mona Lisa, obviously. So he's a painter as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think those guys back then were just good at all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Except
they were scholars.
Yeah.
And I think
we've lost that word now, don't you think?
We have entirely. Yes.
No, everybody's much more specialized. They're not as,
broad.
Yeah, they're not as
scholarly. Not nearly.
Well-rounded as
Bingo.
the guys of days gone by.
Yeah.
Well, I think back then we knew so little, which allowed us to know so much. Because we knew less, the scholars were able to think and hypothesize on newer and more things.
Because they weren't invented yet. We're thinking of stuff, it's like everything's kind of done,
Yeah.
So much harder to come up with something new.
I could think of something, and this intern for NASA that's 17 years old thought of that when he was 4.
Yeah. But back then, you're like, what if we just had one of these horse and buggies? Yeah. We didn't need the horses. Boom, car. It's like, that's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of a car now. It's taken.
No. Yeah, what
you got to be
to think about.
Exactly. You got to be way out there to like think of something that hasn't been done yet, because we've done so much now. But the thing is, like, there's still more. So much more to do.
Yeah, there is.
It's just more complex.
Discover.
It's so much more complex. Now look at Elon making this brain chip.
Yeah. See,
right? And it takes a madman to consider doing that.
We go from the wheel to a brain chip. Like, come on.
Yeah.
We're at a disadvantage here.
Yeah.
Right?
Today, you know what my invention was? You know what my invention was today? So we're talking about one guy who's thinking about implementing chips in people's brains. Today, my invention at work was, what if we put magnets on the bottom side of this tape measure so I can stick it to this and measure something over here?
That's actually not bad, though. They don't
Actually,
make those?
Yeah, but now that I realize it, it doesn't work, because I need to know, if I stick my magnet here, I need to know what the number is on that side.
Like, yeah, 1 inch.
Cool.
I think they have
magnetic tape measures.
And the other end.
Exactly. I can't win.
The other end is magnetic.
The dummy end that you don't need is magnetic.
Yeah, I have a magnet on that end.
Yeah.
But it's not where I need it
but
to
you're workshopping it, which is good.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Process of elimination.
Yeah. You need like a mirror attached to it so it reflects back to your side where you're holding.
Yeah. Like a periscope.
We should pair up, because I could flesh out these ideas for you.
We might be.
You're at the 80%.
We might be a lethal duo.
Yeah.
While you guys are in the lab, think of one where you could make a tape where the thing doesn't just flop every time you get past like 6 feet.
Borax.
That's your solution for everything.
I think that's
starch.
a yardstick, a long yardstick.
Let's get like 6 of them.
Oh, what if you did I don't know what it is, the method of the technology, you could say, of a a slap wrist bracelet. As it's coming out of the tape, it's like hardening. It's getting hard, like those slap ruler bracelets do. You know what I'm talking about? Ones you slap on your wrist and they snap around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that, but in ruler form.
Ruler form.
Yeah.
So a tape measure.
Tape measure form, sure. Same thing.
Yeah, but
they both do the same thing.
Yeah, but tape measures do that. They coil up inside the tape measure, and then when you stick them out,
they don't get as hard as the thing, though.
Yeah, but you're extending this 8 feet before it
finally breaks. It's got to work at 8.
It's got to be hard. It's like a tape on Viagra.
It's as hard as it can get. It's the thin metal, or else you wouldn't be able to coil it inside this tape measure.
That's where you need to just be able to.
Oh, right.
It's almost got to be like a chain system.
Yeah. See, now we're getting.
But like a chain, but that'll only roll up one way, so it won't flex past 180 degrees. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of hinges. If you put a bunch of hinges attached together,
there you go.
The hinge can only go to 180. You know what I mean? It can go like this, but it can only go flat. It's here to here.
For sure.
I am
and if you
totally picking up what you're laying down.
Broden gets it. If you put a bunch of hinges back to back, we could measure from here to Missouri. Yeah. In the air.
You'll be sitting there outside on your porch. 1,008 miles.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna get it all the way
It
out.
will not be in my hand. And then it'll be sitting on the ground next to me, and I'll be like, 1,008 miles.
And then you got to crank it back up and unhinge all of
it. Takes 8 weeks to get back into the spool, but yeah, it'll do.
Then it's gonna get out, and Easton's gonna go.
Yeah,
we didn't put the magnet on that end.
Dang it.
But yeah, Da Vinci had it easy. He was a polymath who conceptualized the aerial screw, which I assume is the helicopter, and the parachute, foresights into modern aviation. His notebooks reveal intricately detailed studies of human anatomy, plants, rocks, and water flows, reflecting a deep understanding of and curiosity about the natural world. So he was just observing stuff. He's like Seinfeld, but old.
How often does innovation mimic nature?
That sounded so scholarly.
Thank you.
I think a lot.
Often. So when you think about the screw, his original helicopter. So you know those trees that have those they're like wing-looking leaves, and when they fall, they spin.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a type of maple.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to do that with paper. You cut a piece of paper like this, size of your hand.
Yeah.
And then you cut it down here, and then you put this one this way, and this one this way.
Oh, yeah.
Do it. Picture this.
Yeah.
And as it falls, it spins because the drag.
You're talking more like this.
Yes, but yeah.
How long has it been since you saw one of those, dude?
Open the steeple.
Cool.
What is that one? Wasn't there an old saying about that? Here come the people. Open the steeple. Something about there's people inside of it. You guys never did that?
Do you remember this one?
Yeah. Yeah. Da Vinci was ambidextrous. His talents extended to writing mirror script, a talent he used to protect his ideas, which was not just unique, but also a testament to his desire of privacy and maybe intellectual security. Tell Asperger's to start writing a mirror script.
Yeah. Is that, what is that?
It's when you write, so we write left to right. He's writing right to left, and his letters are backwards.
Dang.
So like a mirror.
Tell Asperger's.
Tell the guy who's mentally disabled.
It couldn't have been the concrete guy. Tell Asperger's.
I forgot his job.
It's all right.
Inventor. Tell the inventor. I could have
inventor guy.
But yeah, I think you could do that. His boss can't read mirror script. Nobody can.
Unless you had a mirror.
Yeah. No, I don't think it works against a mirror.
It's mirror script.
I think that's
I'd like to workshop it. I'd like to see if you can. Da Vinci's relentless curiosity and innovative spirit make many consider him the, is it archetype? Archetype of the Renaissance man. I like that. I like that a lot. Mm-hmm. Thomas Edison.
Light bulb.
That is his invention. Yep. Thomas Edison, often dubbed the Wizard of Menlo Park. That sounds like
that's a pretty tough name, dude.
I was thinking
I would love if someone called me a wizard of something.
Yeah.
Sounds like
how about the Grand Wizard?
The Wizard of Menlo Park seems like a person that's like on the loose for heinous crimes that they can't catch.
Because he's a wizard.
The Wizard of Menlo Park. Like he keeps taking kids in Menlo Park.
I don't know, man. I think he just might keep casting spells in Menlo Park.
He's got a cauldron over there.
Yeah.
There's like
he's
1,000 rabbits coming out of hats.
He's pondering his
1,000
orb.
hats coming out of rabbits. Shitting them
He's
out.
just sitting here.
His orb,
Mixes in one of these once in a while.
What is an orb?
It's just
a glass ball.
It's a ball of power. Truthfully.
Touch it and you gain
And
power.
it statics out to your finger. when
Oh,
you
it's
touch
like
it.
at the gift shops?
Yeah.
That's what an orb is, huh?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. So the Wizard of Menlo Park held over 1,000 patents, with his phonograph and incandescent light bulb changing the course of history. You got something on an orb? Is that what you're looking at me for?
Hell yeah.
Let's go orb, man.
I looked it up, but it's just a spherical body or a globe.
Oh, lame.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's inside it? How does it allow you to see things?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, what are you pondering?
I think
can
that's a
see
crystal ball.
No. And how is a crystal ball different than an orb? Nah.
I'd say it's a square, rectangle, square.
I think a crystal ball is a sham.
It's an
and
orb.
An orb is the real deal.
I think
An
a
orb is
crystal ball is an
serious.
orb, but an orb is not a crystal ball.
An orb is a shape.
Yeah.
That's why planets orbit around us, right?
So what about the gum
in a
then?
circle.
They come in circular containers, don't they?
No. I think they're in
I don't chew orbit.
thin rectangles.
Well, what about the gum? Forgot about that. I hate orbit gum, by the way.
I'm a 5 grade.
Clean up your mouth with orbit. Isn't that how they say it? Something like that.
Yeah.
Or Trident layers.
Wow, that made me mad too.
Remember the commercials where they would pay people in Trident layers?
Yeah.
That's
Can we
what
pay you in Trident layers? Yeah.
Pay me in gum.
So the phonograph and incandescent light bulb, changing course of history. He also made significant improvements to the telegraph and the telephone. We're going to get into it, but my great uncle made the telephone. Fun fact.
Really?
You know his name?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Yep. Crazy. I'm not going to
That's
like
your
say I
great
did-
uncle?
Well, more than one great. He's a
Great,
great uncle.
When was he alive?
I can get there if you want me to.
Hold on.
No, I got it on here.
Oh, you do?
Yep. Nope, I don't.
Nathan?
I actually don't even have Alexander Graham Bell on here. It was in the previous, so I was going through a couple of renditions of the notes, and he didn't make the cut, which is crazy. I should have put him on here.
We'll mix it. We're putting them in right now.
I want to say it was like 1817.
1847, he was
47.
born and died August 2nd, 1922.
He died in 1922, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right here. The telephone. Bell's 1876 device now fits in our pockets and does infinitely more than make calls, which might have him questioning if it's still primarily a phone. Yeah, so I just shortened his a little bit. 1876. That's not that long ago.
Our phones are less phone now than ever.
Yeah.
When do you ever? You probably make more phone calls than the average male, but it's
not to.
seldom I make a phone call.
Yeah.
I hate talking on the phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I've heard
like it sometimes.
I've heard your voicemail over
So bad.
400 times.
I hate
Yeah.
it so much.
Yeah.
I can't stand
Now
your
you just-
voicemail, dude.
You just got to.
What does it say?
It's just terrible, dude.
I'm Broden, and I'm.
Dude, it's
not
like you.
gonna
It's like you.
answer your
It's like
call.
you made it when you like just woke up,
Yeah. It is.
and that just.
Probably years old.
Broden.
I know, dude. Change it. You're supposed to be a grown man.
Let's
now.
get it on the
have,
show.
Have a serious. Yeah, you know what?
You got your phone? Call him. Don't answer. Don't answer it.
I'm answering it if it's that bad.
No. We're
That's
gonna hear
insane. If I just deny it right away, will it?
Yeah,
Pull
you
up.
just hit the lock.
I'm going to let it ring as long as I possibly can.
You're a fool, man.
You got to get it up next to the mic, Liam.
Ready?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
No, it's
Oh,
because you
wow.
screened me. You gotta let it ring.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because it said the person has not.
We blue balled you guys.
Just kidding.
So now I have to let it go all the way?
That's what I just told you.
Good grief.
Alexander Graham Bell was born in 19...
47.
A little voiceover.
1940.
And now...
18.
Forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
It's gonna do the
When
same
you have
thing.
finished recording, you may hang up.
Fuck you.
You deleted it.
What's
No,
knew this
I
was
haven't
coming.
touched it.
Where is it?
I don't know,
Get
man.
it
I don't
back.
ever call myself.
I want
So
the old one.
do I have to like
like,
reset it up? I'll do it
No, it's
after
like,
the show.
hey, I'm Broden. I just woke up.
Hey.
Uh,
Hey.
I did see your call. I just didn't want to answer it because I don't like
Oh,
talking on the phone.
I probably saw your call.
Anyway, we'll say that if you're an adult and you have responsibilities, have a real voicemail.
Yeah, I got to redo mine. Mine's been a while since I've done it.
I could probably redo mine.
Yeah. All right. Edison's persistence was legendary. He's quoted as saying, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." It's a good way to go about life.
Respect that.
What happens when you run out of time? Then you never found the way that worked.
Dead.
Well, that's okay. He just found a lot of ways that didn't. So then he can present
next
them to
guy.
guys. I look at all these ways.
Don't
that
do
didn't.
this.
Don't do them like I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't do this.
these. I already stress tested these ones for you. His approach to failure and experimentation helped forge the path of modern invention and entrepreneurship. His establishment of the first industrial research laboratory set a new standard for scientific and technological development. What a guy. I always thought he was a
Edison.
president.
What?
I always thought he was a president growing up.
I thought he was the dude that like stole a bunch of shit from Tesla. You
You're
got Tesla
You're
on
thinking
there?
about...
Nikola Tesla.
Who are we talking
Yep.
about?
Nikola. Thomas Edison.
Oh.
I get him mixed up with like John Adams. I think they're around the same. I bet they're not.
I always
at all.
get him mixed up with Ben Franklin.
100% they're not at all, because if Thomas Edison was after,
Didn't we have a president that was Alexander or something?
No.
there's no Alexander. Who's the really shitty one?
Alexander Hamilton? He's on the $10 bill, but he was never a president.
Who's
Really?
the president from Old Hickory? That is not Old Hickory, Tennessee, and he's not Andrew Jackson. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's the seventh president.
7th. You know that? Could you go all 40? You
No.
think 44, 45? How many could you get? You think?
For starting from one in a row?
Yeah.
3.
Go.
George Washington, John Adams, and Thomas Jefferson.
Was he the third, Jefferson?
Yeah.
Where does John Quincy Adams come in?
He's like number 6.
Really? Imagine being John Adams and then
Honest
you can't
Abe?
even go.
16.
Yeah, he's down the road. Yeah.
You could tell me a president's name, I'll guess, and be within
Garfield.
24.
Nathan?
Did we do a president's episode? I think we did.
Yeah,
right?
we did do
We
a
did? 'Cause
Because I
president's.
pushed for it, remember?
Oh.
It's like, I want to do the presidents.
Yeah, you just had to do the notes for it.
I feel like we had to know that.
Lou Garfield.
Lou Garfield. That's related to Lou Gehrig.
Would you guess, Broden?
I guess 24 or
I thought you
23.
said 26.
Just 20.
20.
24. Yeah. Hey, give or take, though. You're close.
Obama.
44.
Wrong.
Dang.
Is he 44?
Donald Trump's 45.
Really? Oh, I thought
Respect
Trump was
that.
44. I don't even know. I couldn't name half. I don't
Yeah,
think.
me either. Not a clue.
We just named, what, 5 or 6? I could maybe name half. No way I'm getting 30, though.
No.
I'm going to do that quiz after this. See how many I can get. All right. Let's talk about Hedy Lamarr. Familiar?
Nope.
Interesting.
Hedy Lamar?
Hedy Lamarr. Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Sounds like a bandit. Sounds like a bank robber.
Yeah, like Bonnie and Clyde.
Be on the watch, eh? Hedy Lamar is coming to your city. He's going to steal all your money.
Hedy Lamarr.
All right.
What did he do?
Eddie.
Well, it's a she.
Oh,
What did she do? Didn't think there were going to be any she's on this list.
Well, Hedy Lamarr
Just kidding. They're important sometimes.
enchanted audiences on screen. Off screen, she was a self-taught inventor. Together with composer George Antheil, she developed a frequency-hopping signal to prevent the interception of military communications, which became a building block for modern spread-spectrum communication. So she invented the thing that helps us intercept military stuff.
Frequencies.
Yes.
Sick.
So when the Russians are saying, "This is Russia,"
Yeah.
we catch it.
We know.
Yeah, from her. So
That's
we
sick.
think, yeah, we got to thank her for that. Lamar's passions for inventing was fueled by her desire to contribute to the Allied war effort during World War II. So she's like, I got to figure out how to intercept these fucking messages.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That is essentially us winning or losing the war. Yeah.
Yeah, so shouts out Hetty.
Yeah.
I think that's actually what it says right here. Oh, no. Despite her significant contributions, her technological prowess remained largely unrecognized during her lifetime. Her innovative spirit was at odds with the time's gender norms, paving the way for future generations of women in STEM. What does STEM stand for?
Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Yeah.
Dude. What is up with you?
You don't remember that?
I could have got
Why would I
I couldn't have
remember
got
that?
it that fast. If I had a couple seconds to think about it.
I wouldn't have. Speaking of that, speaking of women in STEM though, shout out to that one chick that worked for NASA that wrote the entire code for launching the rocket into space by
Really?
hand. Yeah, wrote the entire code for how to put that thing on the moon. And
Because
when
the computer's like messed up.
yeah, when she got done, the stack of papers for the code was almost as tall as her.
What if you miss a sheet?
Dead.
What if you miss a
Blows
single
up.
letter?
Blows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's insane.
Is she not on the list?
No.
Nathan, look
What
up.
did she invent?
Nathan, look up a woman who worked for NASA who hand coded the rocket launch.
Did you guys ever watch the show Brad Meltzer's Decoded?
No.
Sounds familiar.
It's awesome.
Was it a History Channel?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you guys, speaking of that, ever catch Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much the same.
Not History Channel.
No, not even close.
I think
Go ahead.
Margaret Hamilton.
Margaret Hamilton. Go on. Is there a little description about her?
As the lead programmer for NASA's Apollo guidance program, she not only created programs that could lead to a spacecraft to the moon and back, but also ensured that when things went wrong, the mission would still be a success.
Sick. Shout out Margaret Hamilton.
Yeah.
And Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wrote some things. Not code, but
No.
good for her, though. I mean,
Mhm.
she tried.
Shout out to the women on this episode now that we're on the banter about it. Yeah.
Who was the Underground Railroad girl?
Harriet Tubman.
Scary Tubman.
Oh, yes. Harriet Tubman. I get it. Who's Margaret Thatcher? The judge?
I thought she was a author.
Yeah, definitely could be an author.
I don't know.
That's crazy, dude. A whole size of her freaking body.
Yeah. Can you pull up that picture, actually, now that we're talking about it? And then we'll timestamp it, put it up here.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Of what?
NASA
Margaret
code
Just
paper
type,
stack.
type in whatever her name, Margaret Hamilton, next to her code.
Dear God, are you there? It's me, Margaret. That's a kid's book.
What?
Dear God, are you there? It's me, Margaret.
I've never heard of that in my life.
The Toralet.
Why do old people, especially Margaret, say, oh man, look at that picture?
That's all handwritten.
Yeah.
And
Timestamp that for the people
Yeah.
watching.
that is to put one rocket to moon.
To moon.
And
Rocket to moon, rocket back from
I don't
moon.
even
Yeah.
think if you would take all the things that I have written by hand in the course of my life and stack them up, that it would
it'd be
equal.
a fraction of that.
Yeah.
And the fraction is less than 1/16.
So what do they do with that after they have it? Like the boss looks and they're like, cool, you got it. Then what do they do?
Then they enter it
That's
into the calculations on the computer for the launch.
So typing. She couldn't have just like done that. I feel like writing's a step they could have skipped.
Apparently not. They
Right?
couldn't skip it. They figured that one out.
Just cool.
Yeah, they wanted that picture. Like, we're gonna get a bomb ass picture from this. She's
What
like,
if
"My
she's
hand's gonna
actually?
fall off."
What if she's only like 2 feet tall or something? It's not even that impressive.
She's a
Just
little
a
person?
midget.
Yeah.
How different we are.
You'll never really know.
Yeah. Nikola Tesla. Is it Nikola?
Nicola.
Okay. Nikola Tesla. Tesla's fascination with the number 3 may have bordered on the obsessive. He felt compelled to walk around a block 3 times before entering a building and would only stay in hotel rooms with numbers divisible by 3.
So this guy was
Do you know what he invented?
electricity.
Kind of. Development of the AC electrical system and the Tesla coil were fundamental to our understanding and use of electricity. So kind of.
Yep.
The compulsion of his obsession with 3 likely stemmed from his deep-seated superstitions and almost mystical belief in the significance of numbers.
Yeah, I've looked into Tesla a little bit because he's got some crazy like stories about him that like kind of go under the rug a little bit. But he believed that 369, like that combination, was like the code to cracking the universe. Like that was like almost kind of like a harmony of everything. Like that's how everything in the universe harmonized naturally, was in that combination of 369. And there's a whole conspiracy about like how he figured out interdimensional stuff and like was killed by the FBI. And it's pretty interesting to look at. It's insane. Then they classified a bunch of his personal notebooks and stuff like that.
And he's a weird looking fuck too. It looks like he'd be thinking that stuff.
It looked like he'd be thinking that stuff. Show me a picture of him. I don't even know. Is he goofy looking?
Picture. What do you think he looks like? Before he shows you, what do you think he looks like?
Have you ever, the Disney movie Atlantis?
No, not.
Yep, I know what
With
character you're thinking of,
with
and
that,
you're kind of close.
Yeah, with that hot girl that made that.
Whoa.
if she's legal. Yeah, you slap a pair of glasses on him, he definitely went to Atlantis. Yeah, he
looks like he's hiding some stuff in his sleeve, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's.
You
I
can
don't trust that
timestamp
mustache.
too.
That's one of those mustaches where it's like, this guy's conniving something.
Yeah,
Because it's like it's
I
right.
just
It's,
call you conniving son of a bitch.
Yeah,
That's what I want to say.
it's right in the middle of being like a sick, like nice, like Raleigh finger mustache. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. You slap some glasses on there and shave that mustache.
Yeah,
Conniving.
he does look like he's bordering on like, are you a good guy or a bad guy?
We don't quite know.
Yeah,
and I'm leaning a bad guy.
I feel like he invented that stuff, and he wasn't inventing it for the greater good, and it just happened to help the greater good.
Yeah,
He was trying to do some bad shit,
yeah.
and then he didn't. And
He
then
wanted
they're
to take over
let's
the
just use
world.
his stuff. Yeah,
I think I'm going to side with Tesla against you two.
really?
Yeah.
Nerd.
What is Tesla's side?
Yeah, what is Tesla's side?
That he was doing it for the greater good, and he figured it out.
You tell you that?
Easy.
Well, I can't say that on the microphone, but
Hey, wow. Probably
I mean, I
picked it
could.
up, but, yeah.
I just don't like to.
We need both sides. That's how debates and arguments happen.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's how some people get killed. Nicola. Tesla envisioned a future with wireless communication and power transmission, a vision that has only partly been realized even today. Despite his contributions, Tesla died impoverished and relatively unrecognized. His work only fully appreciated posthumously.
Posthumously.
Is it?
Posthumously. Yeah. That means after you're dead.
Posthumously.
No.
Posthum-
Posthumously.
Well, yeah, I know now that you're saying that, but
Yeah. So when someone gives you like a posthumous name, it's a name that's given to you after you're dead.
bastard.
Sure. Yeah. I think that would just be just mean. That'd just be
Bastard.
You just didn't like
He
him.
sure was a bastard. You just start talking like a pirate for some reason.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Are we diving into our new segment?
Uh-oh.
Oh, gosh.
Read this next segment as a
No,
pirate.
he gets to be the director. It's mine and yours
Dang.
turn.
Oh. Read this next segment as a pirate. And then I got to do one for you.
No, like you have to come up with a scene
Oh,
for both
yes.
of us to act in.
Yes. Okay. So let's read the next one and I'll give you a scene. I'll think about it as I read it.
All right.
Okay.
Sound fair?
Yep. Yep.
So Marie Curie. Familiar?
The radiation chick.
The food.
Thai fish curry.
Yeah.
Stephen Curry.
Oh, I was
Jumper.
I was thinking of the chick that helps you organize your house on Netflix.
Huh?
What?
Marie Kondo or something. I don't know. Whatever.
What?
That sounds like something that's more up
What?
your alley
What?
as
Yeah,
far
dude,
as
it's
Netflix
awesome.
Are you on
goes.
She'd go into-
HGTV? What are you talking
Dude,
about?
don't sleep
Is it
on
an
HGTV.
No, HGTV's all right. There's some good ones.
Property
No,
Brothers,
no.
House Hunters.
No and
Yeah.
no.
Love it or list it.
It's all
Chip and
hoax.
Flipper
Joanna
flops.
Gaines,
It's all
man.
hoax.
You just like Joanna.
No, I think they do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Who?
Chip and Joanna.
Yeah, Chip mostly. Chip, man. What a name.
Chip Skylark.
What is Chip short for? Chipper?
Chipper.
Hey,
Chipothy?
one of my old family friends, his nickname was Chippy. He was the coolest dude. He was the coolest guy ever.
We knew a guy in high school named Chippy, didn't we?
Yeah. No.
We did? Say what?
Dude, my dad has this friend named Clay, and we were watching the Super Bowl one time, and we threw a Dorito from across the room so he could catch it in his mouth. Caught the Dorito in his mouth, started choking on it, and like almost died. So we call him Chip now.
That's so
That's
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is great.
What's Chip short for, Nathan?
Charles or Christopher.
Really?
That's what it says.
Christopher.
Well, Christopher gets Chris and Charles gets Chuck. Why do they both get Chip?
Chip's
Cool, dude.
Shitty nickname. All right. So Marie Curie, her research was not only pioneering in the field of radioactivity, but also conducted under challenging conditions. She often worked in makeshift labs with limited equipment, facing constant health risks due to radiation exposure, which was not well understood at the time. All right, here's the scene.
I was listening to you read that and I go, how the hell are
The
we
whole time
about
I was
to
thinking
act
about
this?
the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the scene is you are in a radioactive lab. It's makeshift, so it's thrown together pretty quickly, okay? There's stuff hanging from the ceiling that shouldn't be. Broden, you're Marie Curie, okay? You are leading the lab.
What kind of accent do you think Marie Curie had? Where's
Where's she
she
from?
born? Yeah.
Let's get you on the
Nathan,
researcher,
need you-
Nathan. Where is Marie Curie from? That'll give us Broden's accent. So you're going to be the leader of the lab. Shit's going a little bit awry. There's health risks due to radiation exposure. And then you are her assistant, but a pirate.
Oh, yeah.
Warsaw, Poland.
Polish? What do Polish people sound like?
Can you pull up, go
I think they have a
go
lot of
English to
harsh-
Polish on Google Translate and then type in, hi, I love cheeseburgers or something like that.
And then play it in the Polish.
This is good. So we have Polish Marie Curie and her pirate assistant in a
Radioactive.
radioactive makeshift lab. Just give Nathan a second here. All right.
Does Polish speak English?
Do Pol.
Yeah, I think
Because
the
unless
Poles can speak it.
Because if I put it into the Polish language, it'll just translate it into Polish.
Just
Type in, what does a Polish accent sound like?
type in Polish accent. It'll
Yeah.
pop up.
I don't know like even what Polish sounds like as a language.
Me
So
either. Isn't it close to?
it's got to be
Germany?
this kind of like German, Russian.
I think it's like a.
It's where the Warsaw
that's like
is at.
all yours though.
Yeah.
The Warsaw. It's where the Warsaw's at.
Yeah.
The
Warsaw, Poland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That's what the Germans invaded.
Yeah.
was like the first one they went after.
Yeah, Germany.
Yeah. For their accent.
They had a tear there for a while.
You got to put it up to the mic. We can't hear it.
Can you do
I'm trying to find it.
can you do a dude's voice?
No, it's got to be a chick.
It's
yeah,
it's
that's
a
true.
chick's voice.
Yeah. But it'd be more applicable to you to hear it in a guy's voice because you're
I have to try and do a
No,
high
no.
pitched one.
Yeah.
I guess. Whatever. Do whatever you want.
All right. I'm giving this 10 seconds and then you're on your own, man. Throwing you the wolves. I didn't get no French accent. I just had to guess from memory.
Everyone knows French.
Nah, I
Yeah.
don't. I didn't.
Parlez-vous français?
All you had to do was be like, I do not have the croissant.
See, I got a bad one. You guys got to give me an easy one. I
The
can't wait.
crepes.
What do you mean?
This is a
Okay.
good segment we're introducing into the show. Every week the note guy gets to create a scene.
That is something.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. Nathan, all right, okay, I'm just going to go for it.
You got it?
Hang on.
What-
Yeah,
I
Nathan might be on.
can't find anything.
No,
What do you mean
okay.
you can't find anything? It's a Polish
I can't,
accent.
well, I look up Polish accent and it's just videos on like teaching you how to do a Polish accent.
Yeah, perfect.
Like switch out your THs
No, that's
for the
what-
P. Like it's just like giving you a demonstration.
Switch out my THs for what?
I don't know.
Oh,
I looked at.
I was
it
going to
2
try and
seconds.
use it. All right, so you're a pirate. Is he an English pirate? Or is he a Polish pirate?
He's
I'm a
English.
pirate, dude. I'm just
Yeah.
a pirate.
And I'll give you the scene. I'm going to do some sound effects. Things are going off and it's something just broke down and go.
Hurry, this way! We have to get out of here. Oh, watch your head. There is shit falling from the ceiling.
Maria, the scurvy.
Do not touch that. It is radioactive.
Maria, me treasure is back in the lab.
It is not worth it now. We must leave before
Maria.
it blows.
Me the balloons, Maria. We We have to go back. Who's the locker? Who's Davy Jones' locker?
It is not worth it now. It is all going to fall and be
Scurvy.
If we do not leave, it is radiation poisoning and we will forever be dead.
Why do you sound like Pistachio Disguisey from Massive Disguise? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Pistachio. Oh my God. You said me Baron Treasure. He's back in the lab.
Meet the balloons in Davy Jones' locker.
Oh, God damn.
Is that the end of the scene?
This, yeah.
Where were your sound effects? Yeah.
I was laughing.
I knew
I
he was.
started with the sound effects. Like, that was the alarms.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then I lowered them. And then let the voices take over. Oh my God. This could be the greatest part of the show moving forward. Oh my God. That's
I don't know why I felt like I was supposed to be shivering that whole time, but I'm not sure why.
Because you're in Poland.
Yeah, man, must have been.
It's cold over there. God,
It's brutal out here, man.
that was good. I could just tell Liam was ready for his part. Broden kept going and Liam's
I had 2 lines loaded because I don't know what else pirates say.
scurvy.
I think
Scurvy.
Oh,
God.
God damn, that was awesome.
I can't wait for next week.
Oh, fuck.
Oh man, yeah.
You get to direct it,
See,
and him doing these scenes is the best.
I can act. I just don't know.
I'm just so bad with the accents.
That's the best part.
Someone just shit.
Yeah. Say, wait a second.
Wait a second.
Hold the phone, Alexander.
Mr. Bell.
Mr. Bell, did you break wind? That might have been on his first phone call, dude. Prank call, first phone call. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? He goes, yeah, it works.
Just a little anal cough.
Might have been, dude.
Little butt music.
Did you just grease him?
Little purse cough. Never know, dude.
Oh gosh.
He's
All
actually
right.
presenting it to like the town. He's like, guys, we can now hear each other's farts by not being by each other.
This saves so much time.
Oh gosh.
You know what? And now that
The
you mentioned
townspeople
that,
are like, "What if we just talked into it? We could talk to each other." No, that's dumb. That's
No.
dumb.
No, it's a farty talkie.
think about this though. Think about this. When we think about history and going back then, we think of these amazing people and we think about their inventions. We think about their miserable day-to-day life, if it was this and that.
But we don't think about them
We
farting.
never consider like they probably lived just regular day-to-day lives like us. Like
Well, how
they
did you
probably
think of
met
it?
up with their buddies and one of them probably farted and they all laughed. But this
God,
was in the
that's true.
1700s.
Yeah, when was farting invented?
When was farting funny?
I don't think Stephen Hawking did much of that.
Farting or laughing?
I want to go to the
Laughing with his
island.
friends.
Ha. Ha. I wonder what
Yeah, I guess they did fart back then.
they would have to.
But was it funny back then?
Well,
That's a good question. I
can't
think
imagine
it
a
would
world-
have to be, dude.
can't imagine a world where farting's not
Exactly, dude. Farting's
I don't want to live in that
hilarious.
world.
fun.
Exactly.
There was probably a
dude.
world where they got killed for it.
Witches?
Yeah, French
Yeah.
Revolution.
Man, let me tell you, my girlfriend would be burned at the stake. Nobody farts like my girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Quite
What's
yeah,
worse,
Quite
the
the color.
noise or the smell?
It's both.
The combo.
They're both
The
pretty
1-2
funny.
punch.
They usually don't smell.
The combo.
But it's always really funny because I know when she farts because we'll be laying there and then she'll go and just tense up and like force it and I go, you're gonna hurt yourself. Stop and she go and I can feel it just force it. I go, stop doing
yeah.
that.
The push, you gotta let it come natural.
Yeah,
I
you
let it
gotta-
just fall out.
You gotta just let it. Yeah, sometimes it dribbles out. Sometimes if I want to let it just bounce off the high school desk chair. Remember that when you
Yep.
used to lean
You
back
could-
a little bit and you go and you would just
It had a
Mega
You could
riveting.
let out some loaded
Yeah.
grillers off those things.
What do you
gorillers.
Wow. What do you got for us, Nathan?
I was just looking it up, and I found out that the deadliest fart in history killed 10,000 people.
What?
Yeah,
How?
I think it was in the Bible, and it was talking about a anti-Semitic Roman soldier who dropped trowel before a crowd of Jews celebrating Passover.
You just crop dusted a bunch of Jews.
Yeah,
And they died?
Yeah.
Had to.
What did he eat?
Must have been pork.
Had to have been bad. Come on. That's. Yeah.
I was having this
Wow.
conversation with my dad, actually. Where do you guys, I'll take your thoughts on this. Crop dusting. Where did that come from? Do you think it's just Midwestern because planes fly over crops and spray?
Yeah, what do they
I
call it
think
in
it's
New
got to
York?
be from.
Do you crop dust in Atlanta?
You have to. I think it
I don't
started
know, man.
Midwest and went worldwide.
You think so?
Because
Is
what
it
what
Pitbull?
a perfect name for that thing. You
That
know what I
activity?
mean?
Yeah, truly.
But it probably wouldn't make sense if they're not crop dusting. Like,
Well, there's
in Atlanta-
farms everywhere.
yeah, are there? There's
Just
farms
different
in-
types of farms.
Not in Atlanta.
Yeah, there's peach farms.
Who's farming them?
Oh,
I mean, you don't call them farms, but
you don't call them employees.
All right.
Anyway,
Tim Berners-Lee.
Tim
He-
Berners-Lee.
Is that who it is?
I don't know.
No, it's Tim Berners-Lee's.
Tim Berners-Lee's what?
Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web.
Berners-Lee.
Berners-Lee.
I don't even know her.
The
It's a hyphen. World Wide Web. Internet. www. I think they're the same, yeah? Unless he just invented those 3 letters.
The World Wide Web.
That's what www stands for.
Yeah.
HTTPS.
What is that?
Luckily we have Nathan back.
Yeah,
and
last
he'll
week was
tell
hard
us.
doing our own research. You're an influential part of this podcast.
Yeah, we don't ever realize that we really need you until you're gone.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure.
Lame. You're kind of like
Dumb. Anyway,
you're kind of like a strep throat, you know? When we don't have a strep throat and a sore throat, life's good. And then we
Yeah.
have it. And
I
like,
miss
this sucks.
swallowing.
I miss having a good throat.
yeah.
That's really weird. On Friday, I was going down, or on Thursday, I was going down to Newtown with a coworker, and he was just grumpy. And I was just trying to cheer him up, turning up the radio, getting some tunes going. I'm like, dude, why are you so grumpy? He's like, it's just not a good day. And I'm like, why is it not? He's like, give me one reason why it is a good day. And I'm like, those days you wake up and your throat hurts,
You don't have strep
and the
throat,
only
yeah.
thing you can think of is like, I just wish that I could just not feel my throat, because you never notice it when, like right now, your throat doesn't hurt.
You take your throat for granted.
Yeah.
I'd say imagine someone cut your dick off this morning. And then that's you're already living a better day.
Yeah, it's a good day.
No? Not on board with that one?
That's pretty far-fetched.
Well, are we being practical or are we giving them real
Somebody's
reasons?
always got it worse. Somebody got their dick cut off that morning.
Yeah.
And you didn't. So
Seen that video of that guy on that moped? When he crashes into that fence, gets his dick ripped off.
Oh yeah. Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Hard
Okay.
pass. I remember that.
So
Anyway,
Tim Berners-Lee. What do we got here? Tim Berners-Lee invented World Wide Web. He didn't seek patents or royalties, but instead made it freely available, ensuring that the web could be a universal medium for sharing information. This
He's
guy might
right.
be the best on the list here.
yeah, that dude, A1 dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
His current project, Solid, aims to reshape the web, giving users control over their personal data.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, well, I suppose the internet was made in
90 something? Early 90s?
I want to say it was earlier than that for some reason.
80s?
I always-
Late
I
80s. I want to say late 80s.
I always thought it was like 98, but I think it was earlier. What do you got?
83,
Damn.
January 1st.
January 1st it was invented? They had to just
Well, this says
slap
here,
a date on that.
look up ARPANET, ARPANET, because this on the internet here says ARPANET's late 1960s transformation into today's internet means we can't imagine life without cat videos and instant memes.
What I have is like in 1983 is like considered the official birthday of the internet, because before that there wasn't a singular common way that all the computers basically
Okay.
communicated with each other.
Gotcha. Okay. So Berners-Lee continued passion for an open and accessible internet reflects his commitment to the original ethos of the web. The transformative power of the web has been both positive and negative, and Berners-Lee has been outspoken about the need for ethical stewardship of the internet. He's a buzzkill.
Mm-hmm. Elon's biggest rival.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Well, because Elon bought Twitter
Yeah.
and made it X because he wanted to pretty much abolish
Oh.
all the guidelines and everything.
You're talking about the stewardship, yeah.
Yeah, free speech and
Okay.
all that, whatever.
All right, we're gonna go over some inventions. the printing press.
Johannes Gutenberg.
Yep, that is 100% correct.
God, I can't stand you,
Just
dude.
pulls it out. Johannes
Yeah.
Gutenberg, yes, right?
Oh, of course,
Mr.
the printing
Gutenberg.
press. Yeah.
Yes.
What a dork. How do you know that?
Broden or Gutenberg?
Both. I'd love to print more of these. Okay, nerd. Have fun.
So Gutenberg's 1440 invention spurred mass communication by making books affordable, a far cry from today's tweets that go viral in seconds. That's crazy.
Now books are like not affordable. Books cost a lot of money now.
It's relative, yeah.
We went backwards. What would Mr. Gutenberg say?
About books?
Yeah,
Say
today, the
bullocks.
price of them.
Bullocks.
Yeah. Gosh darn.
Yeah.
He'd say at least Broden remembered my name.
Yeah, pretty much. Dude, I wonder
Maybe
how
the
many...
last-
Dude, if you put Broden in a group of 1,000 people, 10,000 people, how many people would know that?
I think even just,
Like,
I would like
less.
to do a survey, just a question.
Yeah.
We find 100 people in Minot and say, who invented the printing press? And how many would say Johannes Gutenberg?
Dude, and not even a multiple choice answer. Fella
Yeah.
pulled that off the top of his head.
Yeah, it's not like I was
Like-
saying A, Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah.
Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
You
Leonardo
gotta
DiCaprio.
find a way for people to not look it up on the internet. Like you have to do flyers.
No, you have to do, I'm standing in front of your face and I say,
Who is
What are you
invented
gonna
the
go
printing press?
to the mall and be like,
Sure could.
I'm going to do it over the
Yeah.
course of 3 weeks. Everywhere I go,
Ask
if
someone.
there's people, like
Yeah.
if I go to the bar and I see 30 people there, I'm like, boom, 30 off the
and
list.
then in your notes app you'll write a check mark for one person knew it. And
I'm going to write the answers because I think they're going to be in some interesting ones. Yeah.
That too.
Yeah. And then put it into a spreadsheet and see what the votes are.
Yeah.
And I guarantee Johannes Gutenberg, I guarantee less than 10% of people.
Less than 5.
Yeah.
Easily.
Did you not know that?
No.
Could you not tell by how floored I was by your answer that I didn't know who that was? Johannes Gutenberg? First of all,
How
that
do you
just-
not remember that name?
First of all, Johannes just sounds like someone who makes music. Gutenberg just sounds like you're saying hi in that one language.
German?
Yes.
In that one.
Guten Tag.
Yeah.
Gutenberg.
So,
Yeah, I would not have got it if I didn't have the notes.
exactly.
How do you know that?
Exactly. See, that's what floors me.
How do I know it?
You just got to
I
remember
just somebody told it to me a bunch of times in high school.
a bunch of times.
And you thought it
They
was,
pinned
and you
him down
thought
and
it
they're
was
like,
that.
Gutenberg, Gutenberg,
Yeah.
Gutenberg, Gutenberg.
You
You're like,
thought
I'll
it was
never
that
forget this.
important because like people tell me things.
Nothing I think
and-
is that important.
Exactly.
But-
that's what I have that sudden realization where it's like, okay, I'm not gonna have to remember this a week from now. I don't give a shit what you
I
tell me
don't
now.
think. Yeah, no, it's just
It's so cool to know stuff like that, though, I think.
I can just
It's
put
a,
stuff in my brain.
the guy could flex.
And it's like, it's a weird flex because it's not like,
I know it's
it doesn't make you want to hump them, but
yeah, but it's kind of just like,
It's like-
I would love to just put you in a
So just
tank
let
and
us talk.
yeah, I'd love to just study you. I'd love to study. I'd love to ask.
I'm an amoeba cell
Yeah,
under a microscope.
I'd love to study you. Can I take you for a week?
I'd love to ask you more questions about why do you know this?
I'd love to study you. Imagine you are having a conversation with a person at a coffee shop and they're interesting, and you pull out the line. I'd love to just study you. How funny would that be, and how off-putting that would be for the receiver?
Incredibly, if someone said they wanted to study me, I'd look.
How weird would it be if they were like, let's do it?
Yeah, I feel like they're
Please.
wearing a pea coat, and they're like,
They have to be.
"I'd love to just study you." It's like, what? How do you even answer that?
I'd say how. At
Just
first,
put you in a tank.
yeah, butt naked, cords attached to your body. I'd say, yeah, maybe
physically
I
and
consi-
mentally. Yeah,
I consider it. Yeah.
I'd consider it. Oh God.
Hell yeah.
All right, Broden.
Study away, man.
Well, now we're just gonna go on. You try to guess the names now. See how many you know. The Pet Rock. This one I know you don't know.
The pet rock.
Some 2-year-old kid.
What do you mean
No.
the pet rock? Can you elaborate on that a little more?
Yeah, you might have to do some research here, Nathan. I got a little bit, but the Pet Rock. Gary Dahl convinced the world in 1975 that even a rock could be a low-maintenance pet, a testament to the power of marketing over common sense. He would sell a rock in a box, a little box about yay big, probably a little bit bigger than a Rubik's Cube, and it just said the Pet Rock on it.
What's the question?
People bought it.
So there's no question.
No.
Oh.
I was going to ask Broden if he knew who invented it. I
No.
thought you said. Did you have a question before? You said a pet rock.
You said something. Yeah, you said something about a pet rock, and I said because I don't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it was a thing. I can't remember what the question
I
was.
realize that now.
Yeah.
Next one.
Yeah. Do you want any more information on that? Because I put my guy on it.
Yeah, pull your guy off.
We're good. Pull your guy off.
call your dog. Call your dogs off. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. The atomic bomb.
Oh man. If
Robert J. Oppenheimer.
If you movie guy. All right.
Would you have known that if the movie hadn't came
Yeah,
out in the
he
last
would've.
2 years?
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet you would've. Robert J. Oppenheimer.
Yep. Would you have known that if?
Broden didn't just say it 4 seconds ago.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. So, born from the urgency of World War II, the 1940s invention remains the grim yardstick for destructive power. Yet it's also a father of nuclear energy.
Nuclear.
Yeah, that does bother you, hey? I'm going to say that at
Bothers
I'm
me
gonna say that
so
at your
much.
wedding one day.
What did you say it is?
Nuclear.
No, you said nuclear.
Oh, with a U in
Nuclear.
between the C and the L.
Nuclear, yeah.
That bothers you too when people say words the incorrect way.
Yeah, but that one specifically, you've caught me on it multiple times over
Yeah,
the
because
years.
you say it.
But I don't know how you could say nucleus.
Nucleus.
Why don't you say nuclear? Because it's spelled almost the exact same way.
No, you just said nuclear under
Yeah, I know.
your
I'm,
breath.
I'm,
No,
I'm trying to
it
think of
didn't.
how I say it, though. Nuclear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
You
did
don't
it
say
Is that a
again.
word?
You don't say nucleus.
Is it a different word?
You say
Nuclear isn't even a word.
you say it like there's no E in there.
No, I say it like I'm adding a U.
yeah, you're
You
adding.
are.
But then he's right. You're taking the E out of there. You're,
Nuclear. Nuclear.
Nuclear.
No, it's
you're saying
nuclear.
like Nukular. Nuclear.
Father of nuclear energy.
Nuclear. Nucl.
Shut up and let me
EAR.
think about it. Nuclear.
He's learning.
Yeah.
Give him a second.
No,
Are-
I understand.
are
I'm
you
not doing
having-
the EA to sound at all.
No.
No,
No.
you're not.
No.
Say
Yeah.
say lear.
Lear.
Now say nuke.
Nuke.
Now say nuclear.
Nuclear.
Perfect.
Nuclear.
There. See?
Nuclear.
Yeah, nuclear.
Better.
Nuclear.
Yeah.
There was never a nuclear.
There should be.
No.
I don't know why I said that. I've always said that. I'll probably always say it.
Please don't.
Just around Broden because
Yeah.
every day it goes nuclear.
Our friend would
Nuclear.
prefer you didn't.
Nuclear. Okay. Gotcha. The Slinky.
Oh.
That's a dumb one. No.
Oppenheimer.
Richard J. It is Richard James.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Richard James watched a torsion spring fall.
You mean Rick James invented this?
Watched a torsion spring fall and decided in 1943 it would be the toy every stare desiring kid.
Stare desiring
the kids, they yearn for the stairs.
Good, beautiful connection. On
God,
that.
We knew it.
Of
We
course.
knew it.
just get a room.
What?
He's gonna study me later.
Yeah.
Boy, am I.
I wouldn't doubt it. The internet, we talked about that one. The whoopee cushion. I don't have a name for that one.
Dang.
Classic prank device has been inducing laughter and blushes since the 1920s.
So we knew it was funny back then.
Yeah.
Farting has
We
been
could probably
funny
go even further.
since at least 1920.
Yeah, literally a fart bag they made in their life.
Yeah. It was so
Super
funny they wanted to mimic farts. That was probably the pinnacle
Yeah,
of fart.
where does the fart machine
Yeah.
come into play? That was
Flatulence,
Could you imagine the
flatulence
first
humor
whoopee
could
cushion?
not have been higher.
the first one.
Yeah, like the first time somebody sat on it, they just went, "Oh my god,
How do you think to make
I
that?
just
noise?
farted."
Yeah. There's a pink bag on my chair. They'd stand up and look at it. There's a pink bag on my chair. Because I think they farted.
I know,
Really, it's
I know. I've seen the show.
Okay. Cool. CRISPR gene editing. As of 2012, cutting DNA with precision is no longer sci-fi. It's
I was
reality.
thinking jeans.
No genes in your body. It's a reality that could change our genes as easily as editing a Word document.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And my cousin was just talking to me about that this weekend. Something to do with when you and your wife are gonna have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can get your genes tested to see which traits are recessive and dominant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That way you know which recessive traits you're going to pass on and whatever, blah, blah. And like now they can like switch them out.
Yeah. So it's like, he's going to have all 10
How do they switch them?
I don't know.
It's like Word
That's
document, copy paste,
crazy.
Command C, Command V.
Yeah, but it's not that simple.
According to this,
Can't possibly be
No,
that
it's
simple,
something-
dude.
they
You're talking
can-
about the DNA of our bodies, of our
Yeah,
structure.
they do it in, what is it, in Abu Dhabi or whatever. That really
They do
rich
everything
place
over there.
in the Middle East.
yeah,
They have
Arab
an
Emirates.
artificial womb that can hold 30,000 artificial babies.
Dang.
30,000.
Yeah, and they can edit the genes of them, and that's what he was talking
Okay,
about.
so
He's like,
wh-
they
how-
could like,
at
they
what
can make
point-
super soldiers in these things.
That's what I was just about to hit that. At what point do we have 30,000 Captain Americas being birthed at the
Exactly.
same time?
Probably pretty soon,
We got so busy figuring out if we could that we never stopped to think
if we should. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't.
Yeah.
We really shouldn't.
It's like AI robots, man. They're making these robots that can do everything, shoot guns. It's like, yeah, we can do that. But
We should stop.
Should we do that?
We should stop. Yeah.
Yeah. People are just like, yeah, we can do this now. We just figured it out. It's like, cool. Maybe we should have had a
Maybe
conversation
let's not.
beforehand.
I mean, that's the same argument as like the AI bot, like the Google bot that became sentient.
Oh,
that
yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Freaky. So freaky.
It's like, why are we doing this?
Have
You
you
really progressing that?
have you heard
That's so
about
much
Bunny
fun.
the dog?
No.
You've never heard about Bunny the dog?
No.
So it's this
The TikTok dog with all the buttons.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a poodle. It's some form of poodle or something. It's-
Sheepadoodle. Something.
Yeah, it's a very intelligent dog, and they basically taught it English so it could be able to communicate with its owner. And it started to become so sentient that it had it has a big floor of buttons it can press, and it would say, "Why dog," and it would stare in the mirror, and
Why am I a dog?
it would spend hours staring in the mirror and say and hit the buttons, "Why dog," to the point where they had to put this dog on antidepressants because it didn't understand why it was a dog but capable of communicating with its owner.
That's
Super.
nuts, man.
There was
super crazy.
one video I saw on that same dog where she was like, I'm home alone with my dog right now. And this is like the clip I just recorded. And the dog pressed the two buttons upstairs. Man, why? And they were home alone. It was just the lady and her dog.
Dude,
And I was like,
how do you train a fucking dog? I can't even get it to shit outside.
You don't have a dog.
If I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
it,
Just
a lot of
just
time.
I mean, it's just from the buttons and time alone.
It's crazy.
That's it.
man.
Yeah. But there's like 100 at least buttons that they taught this dog. And
Yeah.
it knows every single one of them.
Like imagine there's 5 buttons for basic commands. This dog probably has 100 buttons it can press.
Easily. Maybe probably
knows?
more. That's the
But
low
the
end.
fact that it even is able to ask, there's a button that says why, that this dog can be inquisitive to actually ask a
Go
question.
and step
Like it's
on it.
actually wondering about shit.
Yeah, that's
Like it's not
That's
just having
crazy.
its basic instinctive thoughts like I need food, I need water, I
Yeah.
need the shit.
that is so
I
crazy.
It's
always
wondering about its existence.
I always tell people, I always ask the question, what would you do if your pet came in the room and just looked at you and said, nobody's ever going to believe you, and never said another thing again?
Shoot it.
Just looked at you and said, nobody's ever going to believe you.
Boom.
Never another English word out of its mouth.
I don't know.
Would you think you
I'd
are so
probably-
fucked up on drugs that you're like, what did I just witness?
That's a good question. That's actually
I'd
a really good
immediately
question.
start questioning what has happened in the last 24 hours to get me to this point.
Yeah,
Did I get drugged? Am I tripping? Am I dreaming?
I would be waiting to wake up.
Actually, first thing I would think is my dog's a skinwalker.
Yeah, that too.
Yep.
Probably shoot it right away.
Would
Yep.
you think that right away?
Yep.
Maybe.
You go that deep into thinking it's something weird.
Have
That
to
is
be.
weird.
I think my thought immediately would be like, I got it. This got to be fake somehow.
I'd consider that too. That's a tough. That's where I was like saying.
You'd
earlier,
imme-
like,
you would immediately
I'd want to
believe
believe it's
that
a
happened.
dream.
I would believe what?
You would immediately believe that is the real and it happened. You wouldn't be in denial at all.
If I'm as conscious and awake as I am right now, yeah, I'm gonna say that actually just happened.
So I pull a dog out of my pocket and put it on the floor in front of you and it
Dog
says
in
it.
my pocket.
If you pull a dog out of your pocket, that'd be my first. What
Say,
the hell?
How long has that been in there?
Well, it's the same pocket that guy's holding his notebook in.
Yeah.
Well, okay, then
Yeah.
it's a
Still
pretty
knows.
big pocket. Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna shoot the dog and then just right at you and say how.
I don't know if you could shoot a dog. I think you're too much of a dog guy. I don't think you could shoot a dog.
If it talked to me,
What if it said something nice?
even worse.
Even worse. Then I
It's trying to
definitely
befriend me,
Great
trying to
haircut,
find my
bro.
soft spot.
Yeah.
You got to rip those things off like band-aids.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think I would immediately be like, something's up here. Like I'm being pranked.
I'd freak out.
I'd think I'm being pranked.
I would spend the next 14 hours staring at that dog. And waiting.
You're not gonna leave my side.
I would say waiting for
Liam's gonna go,
say something.
Let me study you.
Yeah. Liam would immediately go, I'd like to study you.
I think I'll study you now.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, man. I think about that all the time. Whenever I'm like home alone with my parents' dog or it's just me and a dog in a room, I'm like, God, what if you talked right now? I'd be so mad. No one would believe me.
Be so mad.
Be so mad. But what do you do? All right, the spork. You guys a fan?
Hey,
The
shout out the spork. Yeah.
KFC.
Haven't used one in a very long time.
It's not often
KFC
you
gives
come
them to
across
you.
a spork.
I never have an actual reason
Yeah.
for it.
Usually you're within a punch of a camper, I'd say.
Yeah.
Generally is when I'm around sporks.
Yeah.
This hybrid utensil, patented in 1874.
Whoa.
Shows that sometimes the simplest inventions remain the most practical.
True.
Bubble wrap, when do you guys think that was invented?
1933.
1968.
57. It was invented trying to create a textured wallpaper. They made it on accident. And then boom, got bubble wrap. Post-it notes. Spencer Silver's 1968 invention stuck around because no one thought a less sticky adhesive would be handy for notes that stay put just long enough. He's got a sticky note in his pocket. What are you drawing up there? You even got your own little inventions.
This is Broden's cousin's basement.
a diagram of it.
This is the stairway coming down, bedroom, bathroom, living area, kitchen area.
Just a little plan view.
These are lights in here.
You went and looked just to map it out to do some lighting, electricity stuff?
To suggest it, yeah. I can't do it
Oh,
because I'm not insured. So I can't do any side projects or help anybody.
okay.
But he can take a look.
I can look.
Yeah.
Maybe give a few pointers.
Yeah.
Yeah, suggest things.
Touch some cords.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Unscrew some face plates. What are they called?
Pushing it. Faceplate.
Outlet covers.
Outlet covers, yeah. The telephone, talked about that. 1876. Velcro. That's one you might know. Do you know who it is, Broden?
No.
Invented in 1941 by George de Mestral. After a hunting trip with his dog, it's a staple for kids' shoes and lazy sneaker fans everywhere.
Velcro's sick.
Velcro wallets.
Is it? I immediately think old people.
wallets.
I immediately think old people in bowling.
No, dude.
I think Velcro is pretty cool.
Never heard of the...
Benny, half of your
Vel-
stuff
no,
here uses
yeah.
Velcro.
I'm not saying Velcro is. I'm thinking like Velcro shoes.
Yeah,
You said
okay.
Velcro shoes, right?
No.
He said Velcro's sick.
Oh, Velcro shoes. I immediately thought of that, and that is
I want to
not
get
sick.
some Velcro shoes, I think, right
It
now.
fits you.
It might be time.
Yeah, you're pushing.
Should we bring some Velcro back?
What would you do if you went on the job site with your steel-toed boots and they were Velcro? Big old hog of a strap too. Not like one. It's just like one giant, like
One
hand-sized.
giant, yeah. The entire length of my boot coming
Yeah.
up. Probably get
You think people
probably
would
get
say
beat
that?
up. Yeah.
Would they say something?
You might catch a few
Maybe.
few strays.
I'd get beat up, yeah.
The airplane,
The Wright brothers.
Right.
1912.
1903. Venture into the skies is a far cry from the private space flights now offered, which would probably make them feel both proud and a bit jealous. The lava lamp.
Ooh.
That's got to be pretty close to Woodstock.
70s. 60s, 70s.
1963.
Yeah.
Yep. Edward Craven Walker.
Edward Scissorhands.
I'm going to start going by my middle name.
The Walker.
Edward Craven Walker. Who's coming over tonight? I think Jim, Meredith, and Edward Craven Walker is coming.
Got
Those three people?
Yeah, you force people.
One
to,
guy.
Yeah, one guy.
It's one guy.
Oh, big group. Nope, actually just three people.
One guy.
Yeah. Groovy Invention still mesmerizes with its slow dancing moves. Slow moving dance symbolizing an era and proving that some
Do you guys ever
fads
have
never
one?
fade.
Yeah.
I did, yep.
I did.
Me too. I thought it was sick.
Yeah.
Mine was
It's
like
cool.
green and yellow.
Yeah.
Mine was purple, I think. Like purple and black.
Yeah, mine was red.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Could you imagine having a groovy lava lamp in like the 1970s, man?
Set the mood.
I
Yeah.
feel like you could just
Your
really
lady comes
you
over
could
and
really
you really
shake
woo
with a
her.
lava lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look what I picked up at the market, baby.
The market.
Got a
Because
new
that's the only
lava
place you
lamp.
could buy things in 1960. You had to find a market.
Just a market.
somewhere. Yeah. Silly putty.
Oh, what a good one. Dude, you remember taking silly putty and like putting it on a newspaper?
Yep.
Peeling it off?
Yep.
So
Wasn't
cool.
that something that was like accidental too?
Yep. Discovered in a lab in 19. It's crazy. I know
They're trying to
that.
make glue.
Yep. There you go. Well, kind of.
Is-
Searching for a rubber substitute. This gooey toy can copy newspaper print and shatter when hit with a hammer.
It's a
does?
non-Newtonian fluid.
Non-Newtonian fluid. What does that even mean?
So it means when you apply a little bit of force to it, it acts like a liquid. But when you apply a lot of force to it, it acts like a solid.
I didn't know that though. So if it's sitting there
I didn't know
out of its
Newtonian
shell,
was a word.
yeah.
And this
I think that was on The Giver.
guy.
The giver. You want to be the taker?
Negative. I think so. If I take it out of its little egg that it comes in,
Over a little bit of time, it'll just flatten out.
yeah, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying
If you just
I take it out of the
let
egg,
it
I
sit?
set it there, and I hammer it. I hit it hard as I can. It breaks.
Yeah, because it's gonna act like a solid.
No fucking
Like
way.
the force. If you do
It's like chicken breast.
If you do take cornstarch and water and you mix it together, like you can slowly put your hand in there and like it'll submerge. But if you go to punch it, like it's like punching concrete.
Cornstarch and water.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Let's do it.
I
We
kind
could-
of want to.
do you
Let's
have
do it.
cornstarch here?
Maybe. Is it in a yellow box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
either
probably do.
cornstarch or baking soda. But
They're
I'll
one
punch
and
it
the
as
same
hard
to
as
me.
I can right now.
That happens, really?
yes, it's cool as hell. I'll
Dude.
show you guys.
I need to get some silly putty. And
You
just
need to
hit
get some
it.
cornstarch.
Well, we got that
Let's go.
somewhere. Stone's throw. You can't get silly putty at the grocery store. You get cornstarch though. What if you hit cornstarch and water with a hammer?
Oh. What if you throw silly putty at cornstarch? Are we the atomic bomb is just invented?
We're Robert J. Oppenheimer.
That's
right?
where he first got the ideas. He saw that happen.
That what does happen there? When
Boom.
two forces collide.
Two
What is that
An
from?
immovable object
It
meets
made
an
sense.
unstoppable force.
Ooh.
What's that from?
I don't know.
Superman?
No. It's one of the laws of physics.
I thought it. No, that's from. Remember, it's on Cartoon Network. A little kid in a lab coat, Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh yeah.
Is that what that's from?
Maybe.
Nope.
I don't know. I feel like you're thinking of like Powerpuff Girls.
I
or
don't think
something.
so.
Probably. Yeah, that sounds
Sugar,
right.
spice, and everything nice.
When two objects meet an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
What is
this
that?
not rated
What,
at
what do you
all.
got, man?
All right. The camera.
Yeah, that was made in France by. I just said his name.
Yeah.
We talked last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
Big camera.
Jean.
Size of a
Jean-
car.
Nine piece or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jean,
Nipes.
Jean de la.
Nipe.
The boomerang.
It had to be an Australian guy.
Do you actually know what it was used for?
Throwing at things.
Kind of is an ancient hunting technique.
Yeah.
It's found its place in modern times as a sport and the metaphor for anything that returns, including bad hairstyles.
Oh,
It's used as a sport. I don't think it's used as a sport.
boomerangs are sick.
Yeah, there's no like boomerang leagues though. How do you score points? Throw it at your opponent,
Less
so
steps.
Number of catches.
Yeah, like if
number of catches,
Yeah.
I
number
think
of times returned to your own self.
One.
I think the least amount of steps you have to take to catch it. So if
Really?
you can throw it and it comes right
That'd be
back to
good,
where
yeah.
you're standing, then you get
It's an
more points.
accuracy game.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like
How
that.
good is your boomerang?
Last one I got on here, Heelys.
Dang.
Never had to have any.
My
Never got to
parents
have
wouldn't
any.
let me. My
Same
parents
here.
wouldn't let me. Yeah, they thought I'd crack my head open.
My cousin Jeremy Nelson. You guys know Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
Him and his brother Brendan had Heelys, and I saw him ripping around the living room, ripping around the kitchen, just wheeling back of their feet.
Yep.
And I could never, ever have them. And I was so pissed.
I'd be fuming. Yeah.
Pissed me off.
I'd tackle them and steal their shoes.
Yeah.
I
I'd steal their feet.
wanted one so bad.
They got like banned at schools.
Hey, yeah, they did. You know what? Are we not adults? Can we not just buy Heelys right now?
Heelys and silly putty. Heelys and silly putty. Damn.
City putty.
That was tough.
Dude, yeah. Why have I not bought Heelys yet?
Because it'd be a complete waste of money.
100%.
Can you imagine
It'd be fun for
showing
8
up to showing up to your job to film something for a client, and you're just Heelying around?
Let me just go grab this camera.
Well, first of all, when you walk with Heelys,
click, click, click.
it's
click.
clunky.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to be like, does that guy have Heelys on?
And then they look at your shoes, and the big bold print that says Heelys on the side
Yeah.
would confirm all suspicion.
I'm holding my camera and I need to get a really smooth shot, and I just get a running start, and then
But how sick would that be?
It would be perfect.
Filmed with the new iPhone 16 on Heelys.
On Heelys.
oh, that's awesome.
Really revolutionary, honestly.
What size shoe do you guys wear? Maybe we could get one pair, and I'll just get
Like a
one
10.
11.
I'm an 11.
I could do a 10.5.
Yeah, I could sneak
I
a
could
10
do
10.
10
11.
and a half. I'm an 11, but I'll do 10 and a half.
Get 11, and we can all play with them.
It's not a bad idea. Business expense.
This would be really fun. I'm excited.
Maybe
I've
we should
never
order
done
some
it
Heelys.
Can you
before.
fit them, Nathan?
Nathan, see
Well,
how much
like-
Heelys cost, first of all.
Nathan, what
60
size is your
bucks.
shoe?
60
I'm
bucks?
already on it, yeah.
What size?
I'm already on it.
What size is your shoe?
13.
Holy
13?
shit.
I
Are you
Okay,
serious?
Gorilla Grodd.
just
My
bought two
God.
yesterday.
You have a 13 foot,
Yeah.
And you're not in the NBA.
and you're not on camera doing something.
No.
Wow.
Feet finder.
Oh.
All went to my feet.
Huh.
Big toes.
Apparently.
Past the
Big toes on the guy.
midland. That's crazy. So we'll have fun without you, but $20 each.
Deal.
For
I'm
some
all
Heelys.
in. Yeah, I'm all in for that,
I could
dude.
order some Heelys.
In-house shoes instead of outside. My new in-house shoes are Heelys.
Yeah, you come outside, take off your steel-toed boots, pop on some Heelys, rip around the house. Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta go take a piss. Psst, ripping around the hardwood. That's good.
Pissing while you're
Man.
Heelying.
Wow. I think all of my dreams are about to come true.
I just got to see if I can even do it. I never got the chance to try.
It's
Yeah.
it's probably the same as like
We're all gonna get hurt.
Yeah,
So bad.
we're all gonna get concussions.
That'd be fun.
We're going to watch you eat shit, and then Liam's like, I'm never going to do that. I'm
Actually-
not that bad.
he has $20 in his head. He's like, stuffs it back in his pocket.
Never mind.
Yeah, I'm good.
Did you
at that.
ever you had a ripstick, didn't you?
Oh,
No,
I'm a
he
baller on
did.
the ripstick.
So you have the balance. You understand how to do this with your feet and stay atop, stay afloat.
Yeah, we got a picture of
You got a
Heelys.
Pac-Man one, and it kind of goes pretty hard.
Those are like a van low top kind of.
They still make them, though, huh?
Yeah, I don't think
At this point, it's got to be some dude in his basement
bought Heelys.
making
He's like, I'll buy it
Heelys.
for $5,000. They're like, cool. You have the company now.
Take it.
Yeah, I'll
And
check.
then they blow back up.
Yeah.
That's it.
Maybe.
Well,
All right, that's episode 68. Hope you guys enjoyed Inventors and Inventions.
let us know what you think of the new weekly segment.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite. I don't give a shit what you guys think. We're fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think it's shitty, we're going to do it even more and
Yeah.
harder.
The whole show's going to turn into just impersonation.
improv.
Improvisations.
Yep.
Improvisations.
Yeah, sure.
There we go.
Improv all of it. All right, we'll see you guys next week for episode Liam's favorite. Peace out.
Sayonara.
Go.
What the fuck?
Let me study you.
Move. No way, dude. That's nuts, dude. Are you kidding?
That's not good.
The best.
You have to take it off really slowly.
Get that away from me. No, you have to do it like this. Oh my god! You like literally have to like tear it.
Liam, stop!
If you sweep it up really fast.
Look at this. It's so fucking. Hold on.
Oh, this.
Oh, get insane. Oh, yeah, do that again.
Punch.
You can like fucking tear it. This is literally like silly putty, but just more liquidy.
Bro, this
And now shape it into a ball.
okay.
Can you get off the floor though?
It's not gonna stay. It's just.
You gotta throw it at something.
Again, okay, but look at.
Take it
look
outside.
At, okay, bro, look at how hard I'm able to do this, and then.
That's just how quick this
Just
turns
continue
into a
to do this.
liquid.
I see that. I know.
I think you might have time.
Let's try it. There might be time. Oh,
Hold
Liam.
on, hold on.
It's losing viscosity. We gotta do this now.
Dude.